A response to that has to be typed out. So I will do that. Here we go. You're cool, Ollie. I have cool friends. That is good. Oi. Oh, man. So I'm stressing out a little bit about tomorrow and, well, the coming week. Half of what I'm worried about is leaving Daisy alone. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but... the whole thing isn't really happening under the best of circumstances. I thought about playing that NSF version of, what is it? Instant Crush for today's 7th phase theme in, honor of Daft Punk, but I figured that honestly might match the wavelength closely enough that it might still get DMCA claimed. Like, it wouldn't put off the exact same sound wavelengths and all that, but, I mean, it would... the percussion and the notes would be a pretty close to exact match, so it might get picked up. But yeah, that just happened. Daft Punk split up. I'm a little bummed about it. I'm not like making a room-sized mosaic in their honor or anything, but you know, I have been a Daft Punk fan pretty much since the beginning. So after all this time for him to finally just call it quits, it's a bummer. No farewell anything aside from that video. They're just calling it quits, I guess. I guess, friggin' Random Access Memories was their farewell album. In which case, it was a great note for them to go out on. They finally won themselves a Grammy, so... good on those guys. It's just one of those things where even though it won't, like, affect my life on a daily basis, like, knowing that Daft Punk split up makes the world feel a little less magical, you know what I mean? Well, it says Daft Punk and I were born in the same year. Boy, I'm old. I had the same introduction to Daft Punk that probably a lot of people my age did when, some music video, like the first 4 tracks on their debut album, Discovery, all had music videos, or they were like, I think they were used in some anime, and then that was split up into music videos or some such, and those aired on Adult Swim, and that got a lot of attention from people in my age group. Because, wow, anime. Japanese animation, it's amazing. We should watch that if I can find it. It was weird, it was kind of abstract and strange, but, still, you know, it was my introduction to Daft Punk, and bought the album. I love that album. Still one of my all-time favorite albums by anyone. Bearing in mind that I'm not like a big-time music collector. But, yeah, admittedly, like, their middle stuff wasn't that great. Homework, I really did not appreciate much at all. Human After All definitely had some better tracks on it, but, still wasn't quite the same. But Random Access Memories was really good. So at least, again, they had that good note to go out on. Right, Serana? You're a Daft Punk fan, right?
Oh, what is it?
Why were you locked in there again?
I'd rather not get into that with you. if that's all right.
What are you
I'm
trying
sorry,
to say?
It's not that... It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet.
Good voice
Let's
acting
get to
on
my
that.
home,
Good
and
inflection.
I'll have a better sense of where we all stand.
9 out of 10 voice actors would have said, no, it's not that. It's that... You enunciated that interruption correctly. I think I already remarked on the Elder Scroll. Yeah, so we met Serana last time in a big old spooky haunted circle. Because we joined the Dawn Guard. Let's see, I did a bunch of stuff in Windhelm. Turns out there's someone doing murders there, but I was too busy finding out... I was too busy to find out whom, so I left. I killed a dragon and learned how to yell cold at stuff. That's a good yell. Then I went to Riften and a whole bunch of Riften happened. There was a neat dark elf fella there who was raised by Argonians. He wants proof of his actual lineage, like on a boat or something. I punched a giant and he became Gorse. Oh, that's right, I did take down a giant with my mighty cat fists. That was pretty rad. I killed a bandit in the raddest way possible. Oh yeah, I remember that too. Because I watched the clip like 20 times. I joined the Dawn Guard. They gave me a crossbow. It is rad. I will use it to kill many stuffs. I met an old vampire lady named Serana. She wants me to meet her parents. Uh-oh. Cool. Ollie says, great thing about Discovery is that all of the Discovery videos are available on YouTube by people who actually have the rights to it, so they won't get taken down. Nice. Oh boy, you know, I gotta say, it's like iconic as those first 4 tracks are, not just for those music videos, but just because they flow so fucking well. I have to say probably my favorite track on that album is Veritas Quell. I always, just that, what would you call it, an arpeggio, the scale, the chord progression of that, I could just listen to it for a day. I love Veritas Quell. So here we are, we have to go meet Serana's family up in spooky vampire land. We just left the place where we were. I've lost track of my own damn marker. Where am I? I'm somewhere in the world. I'm in Skyrim. That's in Tamriel. In the realm of Nirn. Here I am. I'm way down here. You know what? I'm just gonna hoof it. I know for stream purposes I should, I don't know, it's kind of a weird balance, like you have to sort of measure out how much you use fast travel in a game like this. Because if you fast travel everywhere, you're not... Joel was just going over this in his Oblivion streams that I was watching, but like very much the same thing applies to the two. Like, if you just fast travel everywhere, you're not even really playing the game, you know what I mean? You're not like... You're not getting into things, you're not training yourself, you're not, you know, doing stuff. Ollie disagrees. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know what I'm trying to say, though. I mean, I'm sure you understand on some level what I'm saying. But for right now, yeah, I'm just gonna go on foot. There, in fact, may be something that I want to find along the way as well. So, on foot's a good way to go for right now. I've more or less explored this area already, so... Not a huge deal. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if you do lean on fast travel, you can't fast travel the first time you want to go somewhere. You have to manually explore places. But I see you. Wait a minute. Wow, what happened over here? Bummer, dude. You broke your mammoth. What happened? Just gonna take... No, you know what? I'm not going to take anything because it really doesn't have anything of value to me. I looked at the wolves and I wondered if I should fight them, and I decided, nah, they're just gonna leave me alone. Serana's like, fuck them wolves. You alright over there, Serana? You can stop, you know, you don't have to kill literally every wolf, like, ever. What are we doing? What are you... What is this, Serana?
That'll teach you.
Good lord. Also, what did you necromance a second ago? I thought I saw you resurrect something. Probably just one of the wolves, but you never know with you. Serana is so weird. I think they purposely gave Serana a very quirky AI. Everybody has some sort of Serana story to tell. But anywho, yeah, definitely mammoths have like what, greatest souls? Yeah, grand souls. So mammoths are good if you need those, but I am not yet at such a point. Actually, what is the biggest soul gem I have? I think I did pick up some bigger ones. I have the biggest empty one I have is still lesser. But anyways, we got this crossbow bow now, and I'm a fan of it. I need to get that ranger skill from the marksman skill trees so I can really enjoy it without getting slowed down every time I fire. But in any case, it's a fine weapon with good firepower. And thanks to a mod I installed, I can apparently craft different versions or my own ammo or whatever at a later occasion should I find any need to do that. You know, maybe I will fast travel a little bit. Yeah, there's like nothing between me and where I'm going, so why don't I just... Oostengrav. Yeah, here it'll be fine. Skip to Morthal. I thought about doing some side questing between last stream and this one, but... yeah. I decided I would just pick up where we left off. Considering we started the Dawn Guard and Serana's with me and all that. Hooey. It's always that moment when you quick load in where like everybody
Morthal used to be a quiet place.
acts like you caught them slacking.
The world.
Like shit, Dragonborn's here, look busy. Yep, guarding. You heard the reforming the Dawn Guard. Hang on, while I'm here. That sounds like a Vinny stream. Honestly, that sounds more like a Joel stream. Could be either, though. So, it turns out Elves' Ear is a useful ingredient, at least for archery potions, but, hello? Alright, but for some reason you can't grow it. So I figured I would stop in and see if I could buy a couple. Yet. You know it's a good town when there's deathbell just growing on the streets.
You ask me, we'd be better off without that wizard in town.
I didn't ask you, but thanks. So there is another thing. One of my sleeper funny mods may get triggered today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go a little bit out of my way to see if I can find it. I mentioned it in the tweet and privately in a few places, but just to reiterate to be sure, this will be my only stream for this week because I had to skip town tomorrow, go see some family for unfortunate reasons. And I'll be gone for probably right around the neighborhood of a week. So, you'll just have to find some way to go about your lives with only one Zeor's TV stream. Ow. Nice. Yeah, I guess Rainbow Cemetery was asking about some of the funny mods I was using. Good. Glad it could be useful. It's sort of amazing how much that freaking laugh track mod really has been an enhancement to the stream formula. I know I've been threatening to email Vinny about that. I really should get around to it. Eco says for some reason the laugh track kept playing as some NPCs tried to fight a dragon and the attacks were failing. That's interesting. Gather everything. It's the curse of the alchemist. At least I kind of know what to look for in Canis root now. It sticks up off the ground a little bit. I don't need like everything out here, criminy. There's another standing stone over yon. Should probably go find that if I can. These are notes to look for in Canis Root, says Zeor, and then gets tricked by a stump. A lot of these standing stones are guarded by something. So yeah, shifted gears from watching Joel's old Morrowind streams to, watching his old Oblivion streams, and I gotta say, like, that game looks like it'd still be playable, especially if it's as moddable as Skyrim is, but... which it may or may not be, I don't really know. The point is, it was like... I think every iteration of the Elder Scrolls franchise has been like a leaps and bounds improvement over the previous. Like, certainly, Oblivion looked a fuckload better than Morrowind, but, maybe not as big of a difference between Oblivion and Skyrim, but... basically the same engines this time, or yeah, similar ones. Like, I feel like Oblivion must have been like an older version of this engine, but more or less the same, yeah. Still a very silly game, a lot of weird ragdoll shit and all kinds of stuff. The Apprentice Stone, I definitely don't want you, but I'll look at what you are anyway. You recover magic faster, but are more susceptible to magic damage. What are you, fucked?
It's so bright here. I don't know how you stand it.
She's a vampire. She complains about being outside a lot. Joel was doing all kinds of weird shit. And, like, duplicating so much skooma that he, like, rams into the ground and dies from using it. And, like, permanently damages his intelligence until he just completely loses his entire magicka gauge. Getting into the console, cloning other people, cloning himself, filling a house with watermelons. It's been fun. Uh-oh. Good shot, me. Ooh, so angry. Stop that, stop it. Nice shot, Serana. Thomas says, Elder Scrolls construction kit is like the same forever, but with more bells and whistles. Good. Because that's what the Elder Scrolls engine definitely needs, more complex. Oh wow, I finally overburdened myself. Even with my massive collection of pouches and bandoliers and backpacks. Alright, what can I drop? What poop am I carrying that's too damn heavy? Besides 1 trillion alchemy ingredients. Look at all this crap, this is outrageous. Alright, I'm probably carrying something like, well, maybe I don't need all these metal ingots. I don't think I have any dragon bones on me. No. Wait a minute, I do have an empty greater soul gem? Where'd that come from? I must not have scrolled down far enough. Alright, so... trolls probably have greater souls, question mark? Not sure. Alright, something stupid. I don't need all this unrefined moon sugar. I never even use it. There we go, right into the water supply. But giants have greater souls? Alright. Well, that's not ideal, but I did take a giant down last time, so that's not impossible. That's a thing I could do. I'm pretty strong, you know. I can put at least one of these bows away since I have the crossbow. I mean, there's a lot of shit I can put away, I just haven't been home in a while. Get the Canis Root. Gotta head the Canis Root. Alright, so where am I? Looking in roughly the right place. Let me just look around here, not for anything in particular, you know, I just want to, you know, explore a little, is all. You never know what you may find in this wacky-ass world of Skyrim. Crab danger. What's your idea, Tama? Make the vampire carry it all? Hey, Serana.
Shouldn't we keep moving? I really want to get back home.
Well, hold on. I don't think she's like a permanent party member of mine yet. I don't want to put all my good stuff on. I don't need all this Freaking mudcrab chitin. Probably not light. Really? Eh.
Where'd...
Wait, no, wrong thing. Wow. Cat fist. This is my instinct, is to, like, search the body and just grab stuff. It's hard to untrain. Also, these dragonflies. The only right around here is where you end up building, oh, excuse me. One of the other Earthfire homes. Foam it yourself, kids.
Where'd you come from? Doc, where'd you come from?
Oh yeah, Oblivion also, like, actually has an unarmed combat skill tree. So, that was neat. I'm almost sure there's a mod to put that into Skyrim. I think I skimmed over it and was just like, eh. One for, like, unarmored as well. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna find the thing I'm looking for. And I'm not all that concerned about it. Oh yeah, that's your crab. Here's that crab necromancy I was talking about. Serana loves crab necromancy. Because Serana is weird. Gift. Alright then, let's move along. It's not impossible. You can swim through here all day. Matter of fact, I can swim through here extra all day. Nice. Because I have two different forms of water breathing. One of which being... yeah. Sword. Alright. What's your sword? Like, do you have to breathe at all, or... Go on, Serana. We're bonding. I modded in something that should be right around here somewhere. I don't know specifically. I'll have to maybe double check. But I'm not too worried about it. Put my unloaded talents back on before I forget. I am surprised we were not more attacked by slaughterfish during that. In any case, up here is... I was going to start describing this town, but I sort of lack the towns. It's like the terms. It's like kind of the imperial seat of Skyrim, but...
Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
What do I look like to you, dude? Do you really think I came here looking for a lumberjacking job? Rainbow Cemetery says there's a ton of unarmed mods, but I haven't found one that I thought was completely ideal, right? Yeah, I think all I use is that start, change your start mod, but, I don't know. I think I had heard a description of it and didn't totally like what I heard for one reason or another. Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna run towards this just to put it on the map, because that's what I do. East Empire Company. Right, starting with stuff that you're not supposed to, whatever.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Alright. Anyway. Sorry, I'm still confused by the lizard boobs. Wait a minute. Not wearing the amulet. I thought I remember there being a gauge showing, you know, your oxygen levels, but guess I hallucinated that. Alright, anyway. Well, it says nope, no gauge. You made it up. Yeah, I do that. I'm a pathological Skyrim liar. Don't trust anything I say, ever. Oh, there he is. What are you doing, Edmund? Alright then. I guess he's with me now. Yeah, new friend. Yes, good. Oh, he has a hat! I knew this would be a great move. Best companion. Look at his carrying pouch. Yeah, badass. Yes, he's very fancy. Outstanding. No introductions necessary. This is a cyborg fish. He's your pal now. Let's move on. He's gonna have to teleport to catch up with me, as I do weird cat parkour. See, Serrana's got it. He'll figure it out. Very smart. Fish on cyborg legs. Oh, those wacky ass Dwemer. They're crazy inventions. And there's stables up yon. Here we are. Firm. What'd you do with him? You know, I like him better than you. Where's the fish? Whatever, he'll catch up. It'll be fine. Right?
Trouble?
Yeah, have you seen my fish?
Everything's all right?
My fish was walking with me just like a moment ago. Then I jumped off a boat. And alright, I will. He'll catch up, it'll be fine. Yeah, so here is Solitude, which is in a very striking geological position up on a big ol' archway. Pretty neato. I don't think I'm going to go in right now. Okay, maybe I will.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
Rogvir. You know, and he'll probably just snap to my location as soon as I go in the door, at least I hope so. I was kind of hoping the reveal of the cyborg fish would be a little bit more ceremonial, but... ceremonious? I don't know, he was just there. I mean, that's also kind of the ideal introduction for him, so...
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Shut up, kid.
Positions. Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Yeah.
From the castle.
Yeah, there he is. He caught up.
Just be able to see Solitude over the mountains.
You should tell her that her
That's
uncle
exactly
is
what I
scum that
imagined.
betrayed his high king. Does she know now, Advar?
You're all hard.
Traitor!
Actually impossible to save this guy. I was kind of wondering about that. Generally, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, guy getting
By opening
killed.
that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
Huh.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
I mean...
I'd read stories about the Solitude windmill, but I didn't think it to be that big.
This run is just like, wow, a windmill.
I go to Sovngarde.
I should have had, like, some balloons or confetti or something ready to go off.
Gate guard you were.
Oh, alright. Well, I was pretty much just stopping in to get this place on the map. Apparently, if you save this guy, like even if you do everything that, you know, would save this guy, he just plain dies anyway. That's good game design there. I suppose I can sell some shit while I'm here. Is there a general... There's always a general store. Or there's a weapons shop up here. Maybe that'll just do for right now. Oh yeah, there's a clothing shop I should check as well. Yeah, I remember that place.
Right up. A traitor right up to the end.
I guess I'll go inside then and talk to somebody who will sell stuff to me. Good talk, man. I'll just go in the door that you have. Here we are. There we go. Once I've gone through the door, I will then be inside and ready to do business in the shop. By buying and selling things, right?
Just arrive in the city? Is it true what they say then? There are dragons about.
There are dragons everywhere. I am a dragon. A little bit. Seriously though? Well, it says you talk to him at his forge instead of inside. He's just annoying and not selling to you at the moment. Well, that guy sucks. Here's what you need to know about Skyrim in the current day and age, Serana. It sucks. Everybody here is dumb. Except for, like, a few people. Sell me shit.
Seems they're looking to
or actually, like, take my shit.
Or deal some damage.
Such as... I think I was keeping that just for... like a showpiece. This I really don't even like as a showpiece. I think you can have that. Some cave bear pelts. I think Tembo Whitearm still buys those citation needed, so... Dawnguard Warhammer I guess I'll hang on to. Do Dawnguard weapons do, like, extra damage to vampires intrinsically? I feel like that's a thing I remember existing, but perhaps not. Maybe I'll sell the Battle Axe or Shocks, and I'll keep the Great Sword of Depleting in case I need a Mage Slayer. Well, that already takes my carry weight way down. I don't need a Dwarven Warhammer of Despair. Oh, isn't it though? Sky UI is one of those mods that would really be hard to go back to not using. I gotta keep the Mace of used to be Karjo's. I'll put that up somewhere in the house. I always forget to wear my Masqué of Clavicus Vial before I sell shit. Orcish Bow of Animus is good. Definitely not parting with my Orsimer Chieftain Bow. I like that too much. A couple of these, which again I'm keeping just to put on display somewhere. Good enough. Do you have anything good? Elven Armor of Restoration, more like crap armor of dumb poop. What is this? It's just a smushed bear head. Alright, I doubt you have anything I need. No. 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 No.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Okay.
My forge never rests.
This fucking... I mean, even though I fully knew that I had modded this into the game, it still manages to surprise me. It's fish. It's cyborg fish. It's fish with legs. This is the best.
Weapons forgiven and armor forgotten.
Good. Good modding.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you...
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar. You look new. I'm new too. I think we could be friends.
Hmm.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Do you need something?
Alright, I'm just gonna go buy shit. This is bits and pieces. Alright, well, I think this is the general store, so... May as well see what else I can hawk while I'm in town.
Huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Behrend. Please, feel free to look around. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower.
Okay, lady, like, I'm sure you meant well and you seem nice enough, but it's a little weird for, like, a cat guy to barge in and for you to immediately go, you have eyes like my husband.
Oh?
Alright, anyway. Do you wanna, buy some crappy amethysts? And, I'm going to keep one amulet of I should keep, like, one of each amulet, because, you can make altars and your shrines and whatever in your basement at home, so... I could get a blessing of Talos whenever I go home. Brief History of the Empire. Why am I carrying Brief History of the Empire Volume 2? Circlet of Alchemy, which I also struggle to remember to wear when it's applicable. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Dawnguard Warhammer. As a matter of fact, I should see about refining it, because it does seem like it will have rather decent raw damage. But again, I don't really intend to lean any harder into two-handed weapons as a thing. Should hang on to a handful of flawless gems. I know I need some flawless amethyst for... what's his bum? Argonian man who wants to propose. The immortal blood. Beans. Make some beans. I've got 2 mammoth cheesing. Raw beef is the other hard thing to find for the bean chili. Necklace of lockpicking, I'll keep that. Major sneaking, I don't think I need that. Water breathing, keep. Zeor is not sneak cat. I look when you raise your sneak skill way up and the guards keep saying, keep your hands to yourself, sneak thief, and I'm just like, I beg your pardon. I am no sneak thief. I am a sneak murderer, thank you very much. As soon as I started developing the ability to make my own health potions, I stopped needing health potions, by and large. I mean, not to say I never will again, I just haven't in a little while. Oh yeah, I got some sleeping tree sap. I have all kinds of good illicit shit all over me. Oh yeah, this is what that Argonian nerd outside of the Dawnguard Fortress had on him. Alright then, I guess we're good. Yeah, I walk in and she's just like, oh, I like cats now. Minor magic, minor alteration. Hold on. Yeah, maybe I should buy a dragon's tongue and add it to the collection of like 80 of them that I picked. On our last episode of Zeor TV, Skyrim stream. You got a lot of mileage out of this war pick idea. I just sold you that. You know, I really did enjoy the spell sword playstyle. My, the only other character I actually beat Skyrim with was Ankai, the Argonian, who was all about one-handed weapons and destruction magic, so I always had, like, a sword in one hand and a attack spell in the other hand, and that was a playstyle that suited me really well. The hell was I doing? Oh yeah, clothes.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter
Whoa.
keeps me fed, and my working
Come
days are
in
done.
out of the sun once in a while, man. Looking a little rough. Alright, let's get talked down to about some snooty elves.
Here to buy? If you have to ask the price, you might be in the wrong store.
Who are you?
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer.
Do you just talk to everybody that way?
Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business.
Alright.
Take a look.
Suplex you right through a park bench. Just blam. Amulet of Mara. Why so pricey? Not that I need to be holding on to money too much at this point. Most of my house is built. Maybe there's still one room I did not tell Lydia to furnish, and I haven't yet built the armory. Bosmer engraved shoulder cape. Minor conjuration, minor magicka, minor illusion. College robes. Oh right, College of Winterhold. It was like, we're going to college? In The Sims 2, I made, like, young Dr. Light and Dr. Wily Sims, move them into college together, and I'm not sorry. Kinda having fun with that. Like, it really didn't take me long to go from just like, I'll play TS2 for the shitposty ha ha ha, to, like, actually just plain enjoying The Sims 2. Hammerfell Garb. That game really does age well. I mean, mostly. I had done a lot of research, and I feel like the general consensus is that The Sims 3 is probably the real peak. But, a lot of people also still like 2. And then 4 comes in second to that. No, I think 4 is, like, generally considered even below Sims 1 by a lot of people. But, hey, there we go, Ring of Archery, don't mind if I do. Major smithing, major wielding, minor blocking... Minor squire, welding. I wish I could, like, try on this Bosmer cape. Not Bosmer, what was it? Maybe it was Bosmer? Yeah, Bosmer. Whatever, I'm not gonna drop 1200 gold on it.
Finally.
Ollie says the one thing I want from 2 is carnivorous plants. I don't remember what added that. Well, for that matter, I don't remember much about what added anything in that game. That game had a lot of weird DLC. Which I mean in a good way, but... I mean, I guess I could sell this Ring of Health. I'm not exactly going to be hot swapping between Ring of Archer and Ring of Health, likely.
Oh, let me just drop everything to help you.
Oh, lady,
Really?
I've murdered for so much less.
Take a look.
I guess take this Ring of Health. 440. Yeah, whatever.
Thank for the end of yet another pointless conversation.
Hey, can you? I didn't even think of that. Well, too late now. Alright, Thomas said, I think you can wear 2 rings. Ollie says no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can only wear 1 by default, but... Probably wear 2 rings would be a popular mod. Alright, good enough. We got another archery booster. That is good. That's more than I intended to even get done here in Solitude. Again, the only reason I even came in was to get it on the map. Maybe Skyrim is mean to me because I'm a cat and Skyrim is racist. No, that couldn't be. Speaking of racism, who's this, like, criminal Khajiit? If you're a filthy Khajiit, consider slashing throats. What if I want to be a fine, upstanding Khajiiti citizen? Right? You got no problem with cats, right?
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Curved?
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Oh god, Serana, stop me. Serana, help. Serana! Serana! Oh no! Ah, the Z-axis! The number's getting so high! Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine, it's fine. I'm fine. Anyways, let's keep moving. Guy told me about serfs with swords with curves in them. I barely lived. Just about fell to my very doom. Sorry, that fucking fish. It's too good. Hey, it also has a low profile, so I probably won't shoot him in the face. Well, there is that one old lady in Whiterun who was like, I like the Khajiit, they are cool. I'm like, yeah, high five. Right, there's the statue to Meridia. I'm gonna hang a right and follow the road up the long way. What do you say to that? What, have we got somewhere to be? This seems like better explorers to me. Right, Serana? Yeah, she gets it. Eh.
Where'd you come from?
Bonk. Bonk. Okay, I thought that first hit was all me, but maybe... Was that you, Edmund? Damn, dude. Yeah, there's not a ton of incentive for me to do the Meridia quest, though. She just gives you a longsword. Well, longsword, just like a regular-ass one-handed sword. Is there a shout in there, though? If there's a shout, I might want to do it. Depends on the shout. I don't remember what shout lives where. I would like more Frost Breath. I'm a big fan of that shout. I mean, Magic Sword is not uncompelling, but... Should also get some archery training from that Dawnguard dude. I think the orc does that. Oh, yeah, here we are. We're here a little early. We don't need to be here right now. Go ahead, complain about the cold. I know you want to. It's snowing. I know you hate it. There's like snow actually on your face.
I'm not a fan of the sun, but it would be better than
There it is. Yeah, there's no getting into the embassy if they're not inviting you in. I remember explaining a little bit about Talos and, you know, the Altmeri Dominion's prohibition of Talos worship, but I think I failed to mention that, like, as a concession of the war between the Tamriel Empire and the Altmeri Dominion, like, the Empire also agreed to outlaw open Talos worship, and that's why a lot of Skyrim is really mad about them. I don't think we should have gone this way, Serana. Where the hell am I? Yeah, this was a bad way to go. Well, unless I go off-roading, I'll just go back to the embassy and just see where we end up.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Actually kind of a nice detail that, like, the snow just plain sticks to her friggin' dead vampire skin. What about me? How am I doing? I'm fine. That indeed may have been a thing that the mod did on purpose. Thomas says the Steed Stone should be somewhere norther than the embassy. Uh-huh, I do want that. Remember the Steed Stone having a few benefits. Nice place. Right, extra carry weight, armor weighs nothing. Good deal. There it is there. There. Over there. There. No worries, I'll just climb down this sheer cliff face as I do. Losing all my companions behind me. Serana, I know, can just warp to wherever, but... not so sure about Edmund. He'll be fine. Where in Shore's shiny arse am I? Good pathfinding, Zeor. Definitely a good move to come this way instead of sticking to the main-ass road. There's another thing on the compass I must discover. Shadow Green Cavern. Anything with green in the name makes me think of frickin' those things, the Spriggans. Don't like Spriggans. Nobody likes Spriggans. That's a lie, I'm sure somebody likes Spriggans. Well, I mean, I think of Piccolo all the time for unrelated reasons, but... truthfully, I think Piccolo is my favorite Dragon Ball character. It's not like my favorite franchise ever. But I really do like Piccolo. I want to find the... there it is. Like, honestly, getting that Steed Stone is currently my top priority. Then we can go to Serana's house. It's my top priority, he said, and then left the road so we could investigate another cave. Oh dear. Stop this. I really don't love Boo, but you know, I'm not gonna fault you for it either. Yeah, I'm definitely the alpha cat around here, don't you forget it. Probably shouldn't have come down here. Alright, so maybe I'll find the Steed Stone on my way back that way? I don't know. We're just making it up. Here we go. We'll make it. It's fine. Yeah, we are like way up in the fully frozen ass north here. I only relatively recently actually finished watching the whole Dragon Ball Boo arc. Like, I fell off that show at some point while it was actually airing around here for the first time. But I watched it when it re-aired on... I think I watched it on Dragon Ball Z Kai on Adult Swim a couple years ago. God, that's weird shitting for Dragon Ball. It's so Axe Cop. Like, if you're familiar with Axe Cop at all... It's just pure madness. None of it makes any kind of sense. Steed Stone's all the way. Ugh. Alright, well, that... our quest marker is also very far away, so yeah, let's just get it while we're around-ish. Ugh. Oh dear. Poor oppressive elven overlord. Feel worse for the cat. Never saw any of Dragon Ball GT, which I gather is fine because none of it was canon anyway. I was watching Dragon Ball Super for a little while, but then I don't know, I kind of quit, and then I don't have cable anymore, so. Dragon Ball Super was very, especially cartoon about things. Which is to say, an arc in that show lasts like 3 episodes. Like, they brought Frieza back to life and then defeated him like 3, maybe 4 episodes later. It was kind of an okay short story, but also it was just like, dude, I remember when the Frieza arc took like 3 months, not 3 days. Alright. Am I in combat though?
Who's there?
Good shot, me.
Who's there?
Uh-oh. Well, you guys picked a bad time for this. Time to get a little more health again since I took my ring of health off. Look at me moving around at regular ass full speed while I'm reloading my crossbow. Check me up. Oh, you guys got it way jacked. Great Rider's Blade. Oh yeah, I've seen these things before. I seem to... They're both interesting and not interesting. Every time I see one, I'm just like, hey, look at that. Oh yeah, it's that again. Still collecting iron arrows as if they're worth a damn. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball Super, it was okay, but it was, very different from what you might expect if you're an older Dragon Ball fan, so that's I'm sure it rubs a lot of people very much the wrong way. Do I have Beggar already? I guess not. I'm gonna take it. Collecting the whole series. Hit it. Fine, I'll take the Moon Sugar. These guys really like the Moon Sugar.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Shut up, Serana. Felt like I had a quote relative to that. I guess this is all there is here. There's no other... You know what else is weird? JoJo's Bizarre, etc. Eco says apparently the reason Dragon Ball came back at all was because the live-action movie insulted Toriyama so much he wanted to reclaim the IP. Well, good job then. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super is a shitload better than the movie, I can say that much for sure. At least the parts of the movie I can remember. Through like a sleepy haze. Startling awake periodically just to say, wait, that's not right. It reminded me a lot of the Tekken movie, whoever made that monstrosity. In that they just kind of grabbed a whole bunch of character names and then just sort of fit them back together in whatever order made sense to them. Like, no real regard paid to actual canon. Pretty much just completely making the whole thing up again from scratch. Yeah, he was like in high school, and Piccolo was just like an evil alien. Well, I mean, I suppose in his original inception he was pretty much just an evil alien, but... I also remember not really being able to tell Bulma and Chi-Chi apart. Here we are, Steed Stone. Those under the side of the steed can carry more and do not suffer a movement penalty from armor. Sign me up. Very shiny. Somebody was taking some big creative liberties with that constellation, though. How you doing, Edmund? Not much for conversation, but you know what? That's fine, too. Everybody around Skyrim talks too damn much. Edmund, he's just your bro. Alright, so now I can carry a whole bunch of stuff, and I can move a little bit better, and I can keep moving a little bit better while I am aiming or reloading a crossbow or drawing a bowstring. Really. Hell, I should consider selling my iron arrows just so any sort of event where I would want to hop swap to my bow wouldn't default to shit. There's probably a mod that just like reverses that behavior and makes you default to your best arrows. Bump. Discovered Fort Hrogstad. Well, I'm thinking of it. No, yeah. I was thinking, where is the, what's his name's boat? Or did I not turn that on? Clue about Branches Past, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's way over... Whoa, way over there. Past Winterhold. Totally opposite end of the map. All he just says constellations are bullshit. Parrots are just bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if it's DLC, a lot of stuff's gonna get relegated to the corners of the map. Branches Past isn't DLC, though. He's vanilla. Pretty sure. Look at this shit. What am I doing? I should not be doing this. Would make sense for it to be, yeah, near Solstheim. Do I have, here we are. Whee! Dragon Cat always lands on feet. And only sometimes dies. What, really? Swat. Bad. No. Get out of here. Ain't shit. I feel like most of Tamriel can be like measured in wolves per square inch. I like stars. Oh hey. You were... Well, from behind, you were so unremarkable it did not even register you as a living thing. Don't mess with me, I'm dangerous. Boat. Something ominous about the boat icon on the compass thing. I don't know why. Maybe it makes me think of the ghost ship from frickin' Wind Waker. I feel like somewhere around here there's just like a tunnel that leads to a much higher... Yep, here we are, Lower Steepfall Burrow. But I don't care about that right now. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I'm all up in your turf. Yo. Who's this now? No. No, you're legionnaires, I guess. What? Huh? What are you doing here?
Damn stormcloaked rebel.
Fair enough. Are you guys just on vacation? This is both one of the more memorable and less scenic places of Skyrim, this whole general far northwest region. Ow. Damn it. Hey, call the chitin. I can carry whatever the hell I want now. Steedstone. Whatever the hell I want, asterisk. He just says, finally found some nerve. Oh. It's going to cure my aching knee. Mud crabs, too. Horrible creatures. And all this stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Nirnroot is more of a poison than a curative. Well, the line between the two is usually rather thin. But
this is the part where we usually get in the boat. You with me?
nope. Bye. Just me and Edmund now. Two bros having an adventure. Fine. Boaty. I thought triggering it a second time was just gonna make the lap track play. I didn't think it was actually gonna. All right, let's go then. You gonna take that shit, Edmund? I wouldn't if I were you, man. This guy getting all up in your grill. I'm gonna take him out. I'm talking shit now. Got some gold on him. See, that's why Edmund and I need to travel together, because, you know, I'll stand up to other fish who get up in his grill, you know. Spooky. This is the most vampiric place. Like, there's nowhere in Skyrim that's more ideal for a vampire to live.
Hey, so before we go in there,
What?
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that.
I'll think about it.
Inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back. Open the gate.
And her best friend Zeor, yay!
Watch the gate. Ain't much else to tell.
Okay, so you mean take the lead after I take the lead to take us inside. Alright, sure.
After all these years, Lady Serana's back. Now that's something.
Alright. Volkjar. Volkjar? Varf Keep. Jeff Keep. Jarl. Yep, we're loading. Loading all them DLCs.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you?
Okay.
I cannot believe my eyes.
Conversation over. Good talk.
My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
Not that expected?
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I
Lord Harkon.
words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our home?
This is my savior.
Amy Khajiit.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Bob. I'm Zeor.
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
I kind of figured it out by the fashion sense, if nothing else. Yeah, you're vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
Straighten up, Serana. He's just like, ugh. Conversation's so long. So now what?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood.
Gross.
Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
Nah.
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power!
Oh, he's going full Dracula.
This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
No, 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 oh no, no.
So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Okay, bye. Yeah, good luck with that search. I bet it would even replace the male, like, Master Vampire model with just giant boobs and almost nothing else. Boobs on legs. Edmund's still with me? I heard him. There you are. You're my only real friend, Edmund. The only one who gets me. I don't think there's anything up in the frozen armpit of the world that I need to get at. Right this now, so I might fast travel home. Drop off some things, do some harvests. You dig? Yeah. Red Eagle sword, I don't really care. Let's go home. I do like that pickaxe, kind of. Maybe I only like it because it's, like, different. I think that's the ancient Nordic pickaxe that that dude in Solstheim wants me to find. Right. plain dwarven greatsword. What do I need to refine the steel? I can make steel, no problem. Hell, I don't even need to make steel. I have steel right here. But now that I'm out of the snow, I can definitely sense that movement speed boost. Pretty good two-hander if I should suddenly decide that I want one. I don't know though, do I really need it at the same time as... No, I really don't. Like, if I need to use a two-handed weapon for whatever reason, I'll probably just keep the friggin' sword of fatigue or whatever. Oh yeah. Good to go. Right. Everything else, boom. I don't think I can even drop these. Yep. Just plop everything in there. I don't need to fart around with metal right now. I'll build the armory on my own time. That'll be another off-stream thing. Pretty much just for decoration. And oh, right, I needed that for another... whatever. Like that you can just put all your gold in there if you want. What if I still have this on me? Yeesh. Harvest all my crap. Get my wheat. Because what I need is lots more mountain flowers. I have so very few of them. See how Lydia's been doing on the homestead. Housecarl for this place is not that bad of a job by Skyrim standards. As long as she doesn't get eaten by a dragon in Falkreath. Put that away. Put that away. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Osamer Chieftain blade thing away. Oh. Oh, that thing, yeah. Pretty Rad's blade, I think I'll also hang on to and use as a display piece somewhere. Yeah. I think I can finally retire this guy. For now, anyway. I mean, I have the Dwarven Bow of Sparks and I have the crossbow, so I think I'm good. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Wait, no, I'm just gonna sell that. And I may already have a shelf to put the other things on. Alright, we got a table. Oh yeah, we can cook. Yes, good. Make bean. Many bean a lot. Yes. Fish. Alright. I'll make a few potions while I'm in the neighborhood. I don't want to spend all day on it, but as long as it's been town. Guess my other canister route didn't come up yet? Oop. I think I actually do have a can of beans in the pantry over there. I don't know. Baked beans have never really been my favorite thing. Alright. Yep, here's a display case where I can put one of these stinky things. Put. Should be another one somewhere. Well, maybe not yet. But there will be. Here we go. You sure that's a dagger rack? Because I feel like that's a sword rack. Alright then. Every once in a while is about how often I eat baked beans, yeah. Always with something. I don't just like sit and eat bean. Alright. Oh dude, this is nice. I mean, I'll probably just kind of still use that chest, but still. Not a bad setup. Alright, Circlet of Alchemy? Yeah, here we go. Just whip up a few things. I've used a couple of paralysis poisons. So, if I make... Yeah, I've got like shitloads of Canis Root and Fungal Pod. So, there's those, and... if I recall, hold on. Yeah, so those make paralysis. Right, alright, hold on. I was thinking of the other thing. I was thinking of the Fortify Archery. Yeah, there's not really anything I need to mix in with. Well, hold on. Do I have anything else for lingering damage magicka? That could be good. Purple Mountain Flowers. There we go. Paralyzed for 6 seconds, drained by 6 points per second for 10 seconds. That's not bad. Good. Alchemy is kind of satisfying, actually. Alright, so Fortify Marksman. So, right, this is the one I was thinking of. So we can make Fortify Marksman, but also we should be able to regenerate health, or... yeah, just regenerate health. We add some garlic. Ooh. Alright, that'll do for right now. Right, I was just gonna put my helmet back on. I'm still just using this regular iron helmet of major archery. Minor archery. It's not even major. Make me hungry, Eco. Some, like, just cook out friggin' American-ass barbecue food. Pretty much my favorite genre of food, mind you. Grab a death bell again, probably another thing. I did discover to my delight that the chain Moe's Southwestern Grill, or whatever it is quite good. I can actually order a burrito from them, and it really scratches the itch. I really thought, like, my good burrito life was over when my crowded burrito closed, but Moe's is pretty good. Got a death bell and a vampire dust. Yeah, alright. Good job, Edmund. You did it. Is there anything else I need to get rid of while I'm here? I am carrying a lot of potions, but you know. That's why I have the Heat Stone. Mumble. Eat bread. Death bell stolen property? Alright, I think I took it from that freaking... the guy's house where I found the Meridius beacon, where I just plain let myself in and he decided I had to die for it. Oop. What did I do? Alright. I think that's good for now. Eco says I was lamenting the other day about there no longer being a Red Lobster or a Long John Silver's down here. I think I've only ever eaten at a Red Lobster's once. And they were decent, but nothing I would like write home about. But I don't mind Long John Silver's once in a while. Oh hey, I do have display racks around here. Bing. There's another one. Have another sword to display? This great rider's blade? I don't mind Long John Silver's once in a while. You can actually get a pretty legit cut of salmon from Long John Silver's. It's like a premium item they have of some sort. But, yeah, I ordered like the salmon from them one time and it was good. Sure, I'll display the woodsman's friend. I mean, that's why I kept it, I guess. Mace of Avar Stone Singer needs a somewhat more... It needs a more grandiose spot. X. The hell else did I pick up? Oh yeah, the Dawnguard hammer. Yes, good. Form decor. Weapons and severed heads. What else do you even need? Hey, Elzir. Will that grow back? Because if that will grow back, I mean that gives me one renewable source of Elzir. How you doing, Lydia?
Your sword and your shield.
Good. Hey, are you doing all of the things already?
Of course. What room would you like me to?
Oh, furnish the greenhouse, I guess. I mean, there's not much else to go in there, but sure.
I'll make
I got
all
the gold to
the
spare. Why not? Go nuts.
Until next time.
Good. Oh, right. I almost certainly need a lot more materials to actually make any of these things. Apparently you can't have Lydia furnish the basement, so that's regrettable, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's like mostly smithing stuff. Here we go, shrine base. 2 clay, 2 quarried stone. Geez, you can, like, display a lot of weapons down here. Right, I don't think we're gonna get more information about that until we've built the base. Boy, my Skyrim streams are badly paced, aren't they? I don't care. You don't care either. We're having a good time, right? Probably. The Vampire Lord. Creaky fish legs everywhere I go. Got some quarried stone. What the hell else did it need? I was looking at that like 1 second ago. Yeah, that's pretty much what the Skyrim streams are about, you know, more or less, just kind of a hangout stream. Not like one of my white-knuckle, balls-to-the-wall Mega Man streams. Yeah, free nern root. I mean, taproot. I mean, bloog. All kinds of miscellaneous scattered around down here. You even get like a friggin' Canis fruit starter kit. Neat. Whatever. Yeah, no, I forgot something. What do we need? 2 clay, 2 quarried stone. Did I not just grab quarried stone? What did I grab? Quicksilver ingot. I grabbed the wrong cue. Stream brain. Stream brain. It's real. That's a cool looking axe. Okay, put the quicksilver back. Take clay. It's 2. And quarried stone. Also 2. Howzer. I don't know how like the Northern Lights and so many different colors thing works in Skyrim, but I don't mind. Awfully pretty. I will say I like Skyrim as a place. I know I was talking about that on the other stream. Just like probably the single real best aspect of Skyrim is just the land of Skyrim. But, you know, Morrowind, it had an interesting atmosphere, but a lot of it was just like gray forever, which was kind of its whole thing. But then, Cyrodiil, not that interesting. It's just kind of regular forest grassland, like Sonic game Area 1 place, you know what I mean? Which is fine too, it's just, I don't know, it seems less interesting to me than like the Winterlands or Volcanic Island or what have you. Yeah, so now you can make all these shrines, and most of them require pretty specialized miscellaneous ingredients. I have the Amulet of Archay, so if I grab an iron ingot and an orichalcum, I can make that. I used to have an Amulet of Mara. Alright, so hold on. Okay, let's make like a shopping list here. I need orichalcum, iron, quicksilver, steel, silver. Just grab all my ingots, just come down. I need a dragonborn and dragon scales for the Shrine of Talos, damn it! So you know what, I'm not even going to do that right now. No, that's a lie, yes I am. I'm going to grab all of my metal ingots. I'm going to build what shrines I'm able to currently, and then I'm going to leave this house and go do something interesting. For you, the stream viewer, to enjoy. But what? Just back to Dawnguard, I guess. We'll just keep doing Dawnguard until we forget everything else about Skyrim. And then when Dawnguard is over, I'll be like, what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, Thalmor Embassy. Just grab everything. Just grab it. Grab it. Oregano. Thank you, son. Now again. Silver. Steve. Oh yeah, well, not to spoil the surprise or anything, but I ordered like a hilariously cheap little capture card USB dongle that theoretically could work. I don't like have high expectations of it, but I mean the price was almost nothing, so I may theoretically be able to stream you some Wii stuff or whatever. What does Stendarr do? Blessing of Stendarr, shield. Only blessing of stupid. As compared to more health, yeah. Daedric princes. They're all called princes, even the female ones, and I know not why. I should take a nap while I'm home. Okay, we're done farting around with the house for right now. Yeah, we didn't have HDMI output. I would need an adapter anyway, because half the reason I want a capture card is to stream, like, Nintendo 64 stuff. I'm pretty sure I know where my 64 is. Although I haven't been into my attic in a long time, I really should probably check and make sure everything up there is fine. That's not right. Alright then. Yeah, again, like, I don't know, I'm not trying to expect much out of that tiny thing that I bought. It's not like a full-fledged, real pro capture card. But Figured, what the hell? Not breaking the bank if it turns out to be bum. Ollie says the Daedric princes are actually Daedric princes are actually without gender, even though they are obviously gender coded. So they're genderless, except they're very gendered. Good. All right. Back to our adventure then. I can leave this mace here. Dwarven greatsword, I'm just gonna sell. You dig? Yeah, like 15 bucks is what we're talking about here. Eco recommended it, so I borrowed it. I was like, eh, what the hell? How bad could it be, except totally unusable? Owner route? Alright then. May end up taking a break to do that, because I do really like the mystery of the Dwemer quests. But for right now, I think we're just gonna fast our asses over back to Fort Dawnguard. Imagine how long this game would take if you never fast traveled. Ridiculous. Alright. I like slept through the night and then I fast traveled the whole day away. Wow, look at how much better stamina mileage I'm getting under the Steed Stone. I can sprint way longer. You're in my way and you have antlers. Yeah, whatever, I'll let you go. This time. Yeah, I really don't know much about, like, capture card setup, so... don't know. Figure it out. Oh, I'm like... seriously, I can run so far!
Isran knows how to fight. By Ismir, you won't leave here alive!
Gasp! Danger! At Fort Dawnguard! There's Master Vampers! Not anymore, though. Did you get him? Nice.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. Recruiting.
We got vampire.
I don't suppose you have some good news for me.
Hey, you'd been stuff.
Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know.
He's the bubble. Vampires were looking for some chick who was in like a stone box in a mysterious purple circle.
A woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
She wanted to go home, so I took her to the castle.
I'm waiting to hear what any of this means.
That's a good answer. It's like, what did any of that mean? Yeah, I had an Elder Scroll.
They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll?
Yeah, I didn't think of it. Yeah, there was like 100 vampires.
So they have everything they wanted, and we're left with nothing. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than I can handle.
But we gotta do something.
Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years.
We gotta put the band back together.
Talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them.
One of them's working in like a garage. One of them we're gonna find in like a hot dog eating contest.
Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the.
One of them's just gonna be like drunk under a bridge.
Small. Too many people, and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves.
Yeah,
Serene Gerard, Breton girl, whip smart.
Whip smart.
Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins.
That may overlap with my other item of interest.
Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Disney acquired Family Guy? That's improbable. Why would they want that? Alright, so put the band back together. So, yeah, okay. What's Dawnguard?
We hunt down and kill vampires. Haven't you been paying attention?
Nope.
In the old days, the Dawnguard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucking scum. Then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawnguard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawnguard.
Oh yeah, Dawnguard. Disney like single-handedly controls copyright law at this point, but anyway. I'm gonna skip all that crap. I don't really need any of that. So what's going on with you and the Vigilance?
Isn't it obvious? They're soft. The lot of them. Totally unprepared for.
I do really like Isran's armor though. I like his boots and the whole, just the armored overcoat and the. It's fucking cool looking.
They called me. Well, that doesn't seem to have worked out in their favor now, has it? Keep your eyes open.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I do wear heavy armor. You know what? Maybe I do want some training in heavy armor.
And maybe we can do something about this mess. Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more.
I'm like not used to being a heavy armor guy. He's a master. There we go. 40's good.
Stay alert.
Yeah. Right, I think the one chick that we find out there is the one who,
What do you want?
Who runs, like, the weapons shop, and you can buy and sell stuff from. Hey, what are you doing, Dunker?
I lost 2 wives to vampires.
Brutal.
I will avenge
like, at the same time, or
it's
consecutively?
Good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawnguard exists.
Chick out there is the one who trains at Archer, okay.
Bring the Dawnguard on her.
She's still out here?
And Gunmar, and maybe we can do something about this mess.
Maybe she went inside, I wasn't paying attention. Probably did, well, Isran and I were yakking. Alright, whatever, catch you later. Lady unlocks better crossbows?
Find Serene and Gunmar, and maybe we can do something about this mess.
The lady I was talking to on the way in here, I thought that was who you meant by the archery chick. I don't know. I'm not very smart, I don't know stuff. Yeah, one of the clowns we recruit comes in here and sets up shop, I believe. I'm gonna take this with me, because I think it said that I need this book to actually craft things. Requirements, yeah, discovery of ancient technology. Wait, yeah, I need this and 2 other books, alright. Okay. Edmund rules, he's my favorite Skyrim character. Holds a special place for me in the Elder Scrolls canon. I'm gonna have myself a little BRB, visit little boy's room. Just say that. Be right back, folks. Thanks for watching my dumb streams. I am back. How you doing? Good. Good talk. Time for script. So I just saw the fish again. He's ridiculous. Fish don't have legs. That's ridiculous. So wacky. Yeah, let's just stick with Dawnguard for right now. There are side quests I wanted to do and all, but kinda want to do. But not in any big hurry. Mudcrab seemed to look totally different per each region of Tamriel.
And maybe we can do something about this mess.
We can do something about your bear. You hound vampire, don't you pay attention, burr.
And maybe we can do something about this mess.
So you sound like that's you. Anyway, where are we going? Where's the L key? There it is. We gotta go way over, pretty near to Arkan Thurgle Berg, where I kind of wanted to check out anyway. It's fast travel to Karthwasten. I admit, I kind of don't love the constant mechanical clickety, creaky sounds, but they're also not that disruptive. It's fine. Worth it. I should have tried to see if there were any more bolts around while I was in town. Yeah, I really should probably just sell my whole heap of iron arrows. For probably like 2 gold total. Tops. There's a dragon shrine up there I should probably go get. Oh, for cow's sake, where am I? Oh, looks like he found me. Either that or he's just patrolling. Look at that. Yeah, he's just out checking things out. What a spectacular sight, though. Like the dragon against the fucking moon and the purple neon, the purple skylights and the... Awesome. Almost said neon lights. Yep, those neon lights all up in the sky. Alright, then I said I was going to do a different thing, but then I saw a piece of candy, so I'm going to do a different thing than the thing I said I was going to do. Where in the hell, though? I guess I gotta go around, yeah, follow the river, I suppose. God, the steed stone is wonderful. Look at me go. Can't stop, won't stop. Run, cat. Heavy armor? More like naked armor. Didn't you guys kill me once? Whatever. That's to catch me now. Beep, beep. Could turn that goat into so many light fixtures. Big. Big. Yeah, I guess I'm not clear on like how hard factions will bear a grudge in this game. It might not be like Fallout, where if you shadow those guys off a cliff, they'll just mark you for death and just hound you forever. Here's someone I can sell my sword to. Boom. Maybe.
If you know any true daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Alright.
I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here.
Here he is. I was gonna say. You guys have a... Yeah, there he is. You over here. You there, buy my shit.
Soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it.
Wanna buy this fine dwarven greatsword? Made by only the finest dwarven Nords? Yeah. I think that's all we... Wait, hold on. Take these iron arrows off my hands, man. I have 261 steel arrows. I don't need iron arrows anymore. Boom.
What do you need?
Oh, we're good. That's pretty much it, yeah. Stormcloaks as in supporters of Ulfric Stormcloak. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Nice. Ooh. Well, that's an upgrade even over my other shocky bow, isn't it? Jox does 15 as compared to 20. Alright, small upgrade, but still. Hey. Yeah. I was gonna try to sell that guy my other bow.
I long to be out there with my brothers, waging war against the Empire.
I don't care, buy my crap.
Here's what I can spare.
I appreciate that he does not benefit from the shopkeepers have more money mod. Yep, you can have that one. Enjoy.
Talos guide you.
I was gonna say, you know, shove your Talos, but, you know, actually, no, I'm kind of pro Talos, that's fine. But, stop. Okay, fuck it. There we go. Another flawless amulet. Purple stone. Neat. Oh shoot, should have done that while I was back near Fort Dunkard. Oh well, that's fine. I do kind of want to visit the base guy in the Ratway as well. Just a little bit. Eef. I don't need extensive work done, just want to change a thing or two. Am I in combat? Slaughterfish? Slaughterfish. If I ever get that detect life shot, you're in trouble, bud. Yeah, I can't see shit. I guess I tagged him with the frost breath, though. Oh yeah, I could just weld the pickaxe. But the mud crab is fighting the slaughterfish. Damn, nature, you scary. That's a joke from the thing. Alright, yeah, here we go. Let's take that shit. There we go. The Tama method works. The Tama method always works. Not even. I don't want this either. Stop this. Cat bunk. Nothing withstands cat bunk. Noise plants. I have totally lost track of that. There it is. It was hiding behind the other thing on the compass. Do want to go check out that dragon shrine. I haven't dealt with a dragon in a little bit. Need to get on that. Dragonborn. I got responsibilities. It was right around here that as Ankai, I was attacked by a fucking ancient dragon, like 60 levels before one was supposed to exist. So I had to just avoid this area until I was strong enough, like, post-game to come back and fight the thing. I think that's the kind of thing that is addressed by the big bug fix patch. Still, I did eventually take it down. Felt good. You guys alright over here? How's it going? Oh, you're Forsworn. You guys...
Yes?
You're neutral Forsworn? That's unusual. You just had like a conjuring accident, or...
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
What the hell's going on here? Alright, oh. Did I really just hit? No, I don't think I hit him with it. There we go.
That takes care of that.
Alright. Need more bolts. Oh, poor bun. Just checking up on Prequel Adventure the other day. Updating at such a glacial pace, yet every update is so worth it. Okay. Fish. Fish stream. Fish game. Game about cats and fish getting along. What? You're drinking bread. Can you? Okay, there you go. There you go. You gotta, like, do one or the other. Hi.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here.
No.
Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Or just look around, will you?
Okay, I guess I work for you now. Isran sent me to look for you.
Isran? Wants me?
My sword.
No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Isran might be a dick. There is kind of a big old vampires thing.
Vampires? Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to?
They have an Elder Scroll. Yeah, I called that one.
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting.
Dawnguard, as I remember, is like the only quest in this game that really delves into the Elder Scrolls themselves heavily. It's very interesting lore.
All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least one intact dwarven gyro.
Alright, I'll find your gyros.
Either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
Nope.
Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project yet.
Someone says the main plot has one, and a side plot, I think, has one. I forget the. I think this year Dawnguard actually has 2 Elder Scrolls featured. I'm not positive though. I don't remember. Alright, I'll go find your.
Until next time.
Rip. God, I move so fast. Look at me go. Lighter than air cat. Steed cat. Most powerful. Ish. That was a weird thing to see skittering towards me for just a second. What, it's here? It's like 20 feet away from you, lady.
Just one... What would mud... I understand. A single gyro would be enough, I think.
Here's your gyros.
Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been researching. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go?
Yeah, like the Elder Scrolls, they like contain knowledge of the gods and shit, so like they have extremely deleterious effects on any mortals that read them. And like people are groomed for their life to be Elder Scroll readers, and they invariably go blind at some point. At the least. Anyway, Fort Dawnguard.
Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Good night.
Okay. Well, that was less interesting than I hoped, but there's still a dragon over that way. Whoosh. New adventure. Alright, so how do we get up here? Probably go whichever way slopes upwards. Yeah, here we go. Give me a dazer. It's cat stream now. It's my glass of water, you can't has. Yeah, I don't know of any overlap between Parthenax and the Elder Scrolls. I do look forward to meeting Parthenax. I don't remember when that happens. Presumably some point during, like, the main quest line. See you over there mean mugging me. Don't get away with that. Cat stream. I can't actually use your tails for some stupid shit. Oh. Sorry, doggo. Why is this random dog here? Being eaten by skeevers. I would expect Dog's Hunan to be around somewhere. Eef. Whatever, I'm good on juniper berries. None of that meant anything. Alright, let's go. I think my crossbow still just does more per hit damage than my... Even... Oh, I still have my Imperial Bow of Binding I forgot to sell? Alright, well, remember to get rid of that. than my dwarven bow with thunderbolts. Well, no, that'll be 58 total as compared to 60. Alright, it's close, but the bow will also do some magicka damage. Not helpful against dragons. Oh. Alright. Edmund, don't creep up on me like that, man. There you are. How's it going, man? I'm gonna fight at you. Watch out, I know of many powerful shouts. I too speak Dovazul. Ah, he's large. Yeah, take that. Frost breath. Oh no. Edmund, man. Edmund, what are you doing, pal? Time to use one of those potions I made, huh? It's a shame you can barely hear the music because this is a very good theme. Alright. I'll come in here then. Get myself some good high ground, get a good vantage point. Found a chest. Alright, time out. I'm gonna pick the lock. Hold on a second, Mr. Dragon. I can do this while in combat. Oh. Did it. Yeah, Moonsugar. I found some drugs, Dragon. You want to have some? What are you doing, man? Here. I don't know if you know this, but I have the Dragonborn over here. Is that a troll? It's a bear, I think. Crash it. Man, Ranger, so nice. Sorry, I really thought about letting you steal a kill, but I think I needed it, sorry. It's a whole Dragonborn thing, you understand. It's kind of my thing. The dumb dragon. Hey, now I can make my, Shrine to Talos, if I remember to keep one of each. Oh, who's even dumber than that dragon? That hag raven. We can forsworn. Elemental Fury. I did not remember that one. Imbue your arms with the speed of wind, allowing for faster weapon strikes. I don't think that's overwhelmingly useful for me. What a crappy dragon. Yeah, it's a good shout, but I mean, I pretty much only just periodically swat things, so. Can I? No, dragon is too big to move around. We did it! We're probably pretty close to all that red dragon hooey, aren't we? No, red eagle, I mean. No, that's over there. Kind of close. I kind of want to go to Arkham. You know what? I'm going to. We'll take a break from Dawnguard for a minute and do some other adventuring. Because Dwemer ruins are neat. So say I, the Dragonborn. So Elemental Fury is very good if you're also a dual wielder, but good in general. Going totally the wrong way. Alright, hold on. Red Eagle Sword, I don't care about. Just go south. The actual Red Eagle Sword is just like a regular old ancient Nord one-hander, right? With like a lifesteal enchantment or some such. Eco says Rainbow picks up a book with indecipherable words. You okay there, Skyrim? Turns out it's just supposed to look like that. Skyrim, you never know. Extreme. Mountain cat. I'm so glad to be good at sprinting now. What a great standing stone. Dink. There we go. I do like this area, but boy, it's a pain to get around. It's this western Skyrim, like, highlands region. I think I'm going that way. Yeah, I'm going that way. You're a drug dealer. You were probably a mercenary.
I guess I'll see
Oh, it's you. How you doing? Didn't think I'd catch up with you. You're actually just walking all the way back to Fort Dawnguard, huh?
I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
Guess so. Boy, the Khajiit and Argonians did look awfully goofy in Oblivion, though. I mean, again, still better than Morrowind, but pretty goofy. Skyrim Khajiit are a little bit goofy looking, but, you know, better. I don't think the Khajiit, like, really looked good until the Elder Scrolls Online. Zeor was pretty neat looking. Blind Cliff Cave. We can't say blind on Twitch. I should probably be, like, exploring more caves and shit. But I also see another standing stone on my compass, and that is, like, commanding my attention. Climb up. Go upways. Damn. That's right, you never will escape from me. Nice one. Saw you eyeballing my fish. I like how these guys just plain don't even have anything worth picking up. What the hell was that?
We are routed. Pull back.
Bonk. This fish rules. A horse could probably manage that slope. Yeah, maybe. Cool skicker. I think I mentioned before, like, I make fun of, like, the Nordic, like, Northern European naming conventions a lot, but really, I think they're pretty cool. Oh, this must just be the mine. Yeah. I don't have to go into the mine to get at the sanding stone, do I? Nah, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, I think it was actually right around here that I got attacked by that freaking ancient dragon as Ankai. I think I remember this ridiculous slope. I'm still trying to cheese. Alright. This one I could probably manage. Yeah, I was thinking that the Skyrim Kaji definitely drew some Link's inspiration in particular, because the frosty environment and all. Oh. Damn it. I'm gonna have some beans. Beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, so beans. You kidding me, Edmund? Sheesh, man. That bear did kind of come out of freaking nowhere. The Lover's Stone. Gross. Always feel a lover's comfort. All skills improve faster. Well, that actually sounds like a pretty good stone, but not as good as Steed. I want so badly just to hurl myself off that waterfall. In the video game that I'm playing. But fine, I'll do it the boring way. Gotta hurry. Glub. That's how the Dragonborn rolls. Alright, hold on here. We may have what they call a situation. Uh-oh. Who knows the unstuck command for Skyrim? Wait. Anus. There we go. Made it. We're fine. Yeah, I remember seeing a post that was something like that. It's just like, your husband sucks, you should kill him. I killed like my last 3... Oh, we're talking about The Sims here. The Sims, in the video game. Uh-oh. Safe. We got this. I'm good at Skyrim. Anyway, back to heading southways. Here's some guys I killed. More like I helped Edmund kill. Shaky. And you never appreciate sprinting more than when you've been wearing heavy armor for the whole game and then you get the Steed Stone. Suddenly it's like the best thing. Look at all this running I can do. I can go in one direction very fast. Let me guess, what's a mill drinker like you doing on here? You're waiting for a good death too? I don't know how well that worked out for the other guy, man. I mean, he got a death, but wasn't all that glorious.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
I will fight at you.
We shall see.
Can you beat crossbow tech? Ow. Actually kinda hurt. Hold on here. Kabooey! Damn it, fish. I bet you have fought worse than me. I'm pretty good. Well, at least that one didn't beg at the end. You had a better death than the other guy. Alright, here we go. Orc funeral. You know how these work. After I made them up. You're very heavy. Good enough. Look at him go. Finally laid to rest. Fine. Come here. There we go. Needs to be like a bagpipes emote. I need like a Dovahkiin relaxes, except, you know. Maybe not. Anyway. What was I doing? Oh yeah, going this way. And I see there was a cave and I was like, neat. Combat my ass. Who's fighting me now?
All over now.
Well, that's interesting. Nice one, man.
Need something?
Not really. This guy already went ahead and took care of all these nasty Forsworn for me. Sure. Buckler. Light armor. Very light, massive slab of dwarven metal. Hey, don't mind me, I'm just going to take all of this stuff. Now that you've done the work, I will help myself to the spoils as I see fit. For I am Dragonborn. You are but one man. Where am I going? South. I might end up streaming a little bit late if it takes a while to get into Arkings. If anybody objects to that, you can let me know, but considering I'm only getting in the one stream this week, I figured I might take a little extra time. You dig? Uh-oh. Arr. Alright, there it goes. Go. Okay, cannot use shout while reloading crossbow. You know what? Oh. Cat punk. That skill is so good. Is this a orc fort? Dushkinyal? Yeah, probably. Game's doing that lagging thing. It's struggling to catch some things up with my blistering steed stone pace. What, really? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Those bears were like infighting for the opportunity to bite at me. Save the rabbits. Oh yeah. Bone break fever. Yeah, you don't like rocks. For some reason. Get it. Bears everywhere. How bad's bone break fever? Reduce stamina. What thing? Surely you don't mean my best friend. Who is somewhere. There he is. You got a little smoke situation going on there, man. You alright? Need a band-aid? Maybe he'll stop when he goes back to full health. Maybe not. Alright then. I will assume that is fine. He might be perpetually in a state of like sliding downhill or something, and that's why he's making like ground dust. I don't know. Alright, I gotta go around all this crap. Somehow or another, you're the second person to react to that by not knowing if it was a mod or not. Yeah, the fish on the bionic legs is a mod. A mod I'm very glad I found. Edmund rules. Here we go. Speaking of weird Dwemer shit. He says, I mean, you never know with a swimmer. I mean, you're not wrong. Here we are. So, if you need a refresher, we found this Ethereum shard in another place of Skyrim, and a book which would seem to indicate that the Ethereum forge needed to turn it into something is found here. And that the existence of that forge caused a lot of problems for the Dwemer. There's some other movement speed boost going on, don't I? What's going on? I don't know, maybe just beant. Settle down, Poochie. He's a fish. That's ridiculous. Outrageous. Wacky ass Skyrim. Eco says, is there a mod for a wolf companion? Probably. I'd be pretty surprised if there wasn't. You could always, like, summon familiar and just make ghost wolves whenever you want.
Turn back.
No, you turn back. I'm Dovahkiin. I go wherever the hell I want. Do something about it. Bet you won't. Taking your mushrooms. Mine now. Ollie says there is a mod to make stray dogs into huskies. Does that count? It's gotta count for something. Eco says absolutely. Good.
Before it's too late.
So he asked nicely that time. Still smoking? Still smoking. I don't love that, but whatever, it's fine. It's just fish exhaust, you know, it's normal. So, I could collect a whole bunch of Dwemer scrap metal. And, like, actually smelt it into usable dwarven metal ingots, but... Oh.
What are you still doing here?
You're dead.
Let me guess. You're here for the treasure, aren't you? Just like all the others.
I saw a shiny, and I followed the trail of the shiny to this place.
The name's Ketria. Was an adventurer. Raided ruins like this for nigh on 20 years. I was on the trail of something big. It led me here, and I didn't make it.
Dang. Name sounds familiar.
Oh,
I think.
You read the book.
Oh yeah, you wrote the book.
The Aetherium Wars. That was my theory, you know. My research, my life's work, all of it, lost. Stolen by my own damn apprentice.
That guy sucks.
That's how I ended up here. I can't rest. Not until I find the forge. Until I can prove that it was my discovery. Mine, not his.
That's how you become a ghost.
But it's hopeless. I died here, just like all the others. Turn back. Turn back before you become the next victim.
Nah, I'm Dragonborn. I'm pretty badass. I'll be fine.
Sure. That's what they all say. I'm not going to talk you out of it, am I? I know. I know. I was just like you once.
Well, in the worst case, I'd be a pretty badass ghost.
If you want to reach the summit, you're going to need some help. You want a hand?
Sure.
All right. Lead on, then.
I mean, I'm just being nice. Whatever, it's fine. Thems. I really do like the Dwemer ruins. I know I mentioned that, but... Oh, what? This is where you died? I thought you got, like, torn in half by, like, some fucking robot gorilla or some shit. You just fell down? Come on. I already have that book. Seriously, you broke the pipe too. How do you even... You know, here we go. Orc burial. So actually, speaking of, I should really be conserving my bolts. Maybe I'll use my bow for a bit. Yeah. Damn that scheming elf, damn him. He steals my notes, my discovery, and publishes it under his name. 20 years of my life spent digging through those ruins, and what do I get? A dedication? Friend and colleague, my arse, he's just mocking me. Well, I'll have the last laugh. Taran may have my theory, but it doesn't have any proof, not yet. If I could find the forge first, I could show this world my discovery. Mine, not his! I'm a ghost now. I've got a lead. One of the Molio books in Mizoon mentioned the forge. Ruined through and through, but I was able to copy down a few scraps, including a map of the first era Dwemer kingdoms. You need to cross-reference it with modern borders. Oh yeah, this is a whole big-ass quest. This is just the first of many destinations here. And here we are on the one Arkhams. Apparently the main Ethereum research center seems like the place to start. Tharzel. Allied City? Not Bethar Dams. Looks like a smaller site. 3 is the primary source of Ethereum, extracted from some deeper mine, question mark? Or a storage site for raw Ethereum just outside a major city. I think that's where I found the book. Apparently it had to be outside because Ethereum was harmonically volatile. No name, no identifying information, but page after page ruined diagrams. Couldn't make out much, but it looks like an astrolabe, a gear, some sort of crest in 4 pieces. Archigms. My map may be rough, but it was enough to get me here. There may be something to this after all. I fell down and went splat. No? Still more? Reach the treasury. There's a tonal lock here. Judging from the corpses, safe to say... Yeah, this is like a whole big-ass fucking Tomb Raider quest I forgot all about. Couldn't find any clues, so I'll make a sketch and work through this carefully. 5 resonators, 5 tones. Just have to hit them in the right order. So 1 and 2 are known. Someone says the dwarves use tonal magic. Right. Don't think there's anything else down here. Nothing big. Time to drink some of this oil I just found. Gulp, gulp, gulp! I'm weak against magic now. Also, I will poop for days. Not good poops either. Oh, that's right. These Dwemer automatons sometimes have bolts in them. Swim ghost. Alright. Oh, good, Falmer. So, here are some guys who are very neat. I'll just take your ear and pretend that's not, you know, a barbaric or gruesome practice. Orc burial. The Falmer are basically a race of golems. I would say more, but actual spoilers. The game does explain them at some point. And I think they're actually explained... Is it part of Dawnguard, or is it part of... I don't remember. We'll find out. What is this? Oh. Just a rare... doohickey. Part of the Thieves Guild. That's interesting. Because I don't remember that I've done Thieves Guild stuff.
This place has been pretty unstable.
Whoops. I was meant to say that. Meow. Oops. Gotta get that soul gem important. Yeah, just lots of scrap metal. Damn it. I set my crossbow to hotkey 1 because it's going to be probably my primary weapon for a little while. But I'm used to that being a bow. Nothing good down here? Nope. Good to know Cat Eye works underwater, though. Hold on. What? Good enough. Wait a minute, is that... Ugh. Sorry, dude, you had to... It took me a second to register that you were a fish. I thought you were coming to do harm at me.
See that thing? Dwarves call them kinetic resonators. At least we know clans in Skyrim. Just hit them. And they'll do whatever it is they're supposed to do.
Good switch.
Falmer up ahead.
Good.
Things are like flies, no matter how many.
Well, no, I don't like the Falmer, but there is a certain extra satisfaction in killing them for some reason.
Watch out!
Boop. Melee kill cams on these guys are brutal. Oh, I got both of his ears. Yeah, I remember this place vaguely. Lots of Falmer. There was a cave earlier in the game that I ventured into, and I thought I was going to run into Falmer, so I turned back. Because they are scrappy. And they build these weird shit. Yes, these shit. I've been poisoned. I'm gonna eat more beans. Wait a minute, I probably didn't want to pick up those Falmer arrows. I'm sure they're crap. Yep. Might as well be Forsworn arrows. Void salts. They also, somehow, and for some reason, cultivate, what are they called? Those really fucking nasty insectoids, the giant bugs. This is a really nice immersive weapon right here. That is a very shiny scimitar, I like it. Boned silver scimitar. Charis, that's them, yeah. At least I pronounce that with a hard C. It might be Charis, who knows? Maybe it's Charis? Who knows? I'm gonna go with Charis. Because there's also the word chitin. Which is a weirdly satisfying word to say. Alright, I'm gonna go for this. God save my little broken body. No problem. Whoa, sorry, man. Can't even see it. I'll get used to him eventually. I'm like especially wary of him because I'm in a dwarven ruin, so when something skitters towards me on dwarven fucking mecha legs. Ow! Somebody's going for a trip. Ah, that sucked. to do that, but whatever, that's fine. Right, yeah, unequipping the thing is gonna do... No, I just have to remember to use the right key. It should restore it. Yeah. As long as I don't switch to a crossbow or otherwise unequip the arrows. These guys carry poisons, but thankfully they suck. I was looking out for a Falmer in a high place because I wanted to hit him with a potion of paralysis and watch him fall into the river. Potion? Poison. Yeah. What's the diff? Falmer places do have a unique aesthetic, that's for sure. Well, I mean, this doesn't look like the usual Falmer place, but I mean...
There's a chest in there. Door's sealed tight, though.
Is there a resonator? It's like a guard post right here, I guess. I saw that. Teleblink. That's fine, I forgive you. You cannot pet the robofish in Skyrim modded. There were 5 magical Trevors and 1 was last year? What the fuck? I only know of the 2. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more look. See if I missed anything screamingly obvious. What? Could you... Alright. I guess my theory about finding another way around was on point. And I would guess this is it. Yep, there you are. Uh-oh. These guys have any particular dislike for electric? I don't think so. Step back, somebody, bud. Whoa! Well, aren't you a tough guy? Let's see how you stand up to the cat fist. Ow, you stood up pretty well to the cat fist. Good looking out, Gatria. At least they have crossbow bolts in. Tell me there's something else. That really... Oh, yeah. Potion. That was the worst secret. Many glow shroom. I think it was Kansas said, you know, there's always something about the glowing mushroom aesthetic. Oh shit, speaking of. Eat it, bug. Yeah, full speed while aiming is pretty helpful. Really don't think I need your chitin for anything. That didn't hit him in the knee, did it?
You need something?
So what happened here?
It wasn't always like this. Best preserved dwarven city I'd ever laid eyes on. And then the earthquake hit. Now, you'd be lucky to find a single room intact.
Dang. Any dangers I should be aware of seems like a very silly question at this time. Alright, you gotta tell me how you died.
I fell.
Yep, you've just... Okay, well, considering your earthquake, alright, I'll give you 1 point back, but...
Even so, I almost made it. Another foot or two to the side and the water would have broken my fall, but...
Not really.
Nothing I could do.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
This one's mine.
Fatality. It's pretty hardcore. Look at that, though. It's sometimes easy to overlook views like this in Skyrim, you know? Like, you get into the cave exploring mode and you're just not looking for stuff. That waterfalls in this game were really good looking. Also, it looks like there's more stuff over there. I wonder if Joel will ever play Skyrim. Vinny, I know, is threatening to at some point later this year to finally get some mods installed and do like a 10th anniversary thing. Joel might still be working on Morrowind for all I know, or maybe he's just given up on it altogether. Ain't shit. A must-have technique for any archer. Oh, come on, Edmund. Boy, so much for that low profile bit, huh? There we go.
Hey.
You watch it. You're a ghost. Don't complain to me about personal space. You are literally incorporeal. Had I not tasted that fish already? Blech. Good, dead Kharas, only good kind. Oh, Kharas hunters, these are the bad ones. Like these guys, these are downright cuddly compared to the older ones. No, we're not eating Edmund. Fucking Edmund. I'm still giggling at him.
Here's where I fell. Feels like ages ago.
Oh, so that would mean, yeah.
Hey, there's my bow. There, out on the log. Wondered what happened to it.
Ugh. Alright, you know what? Having fallen from this height, that's not such a bad way to go. Okay, as far as falling deaths go, that's a good one. And the water would absolutely not have helped you, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go get your bow, then. What I'm gonna do. I'll just go out on this log here. Zephyr, you say? Fires 30% faster than a standard bow. Neat. I'm gonna stick to my thunderbolts for right now, I feel, but that's not a bad bow. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna charge this bow, I think. Ollie says Zephyr is easily one of the best bows. You know, I suppose if you factor in, like, DPS, that does make sense. Why not try it out? Magical Trevor 5, he goes back in time and steals the whip from himself so the cow never comes back from the bean dimension. Neat! So this thing, it fires 30% faster and is not even enchanted. Alright. For tactical reasons, maybe I will go ahead and hotkey this guy, huh? That is tempting. You know what, I've got it. She'll just spawn back up here anyway. Look out, Katria, don't fall. Oh no! Bonk. Hey, did the water break your fall? Hmm. No, she's there. She's fine. She'll be back up in a second. Edmund's keeping right up. He's right here with us. He's like, haha, that was hilarious. He fell down. Alright, maybe she's not coming back. Starting to feel a little bad about that. Oh no! Can I make it? No, no! Huh. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you totally would have lived if you hit the water. Anyway, this is Zephyr, right? Which way am I going? Here we go. I really thought I was going to climb back up for a second. Fast shooting bow is definitely a good asset to have. How am I doing on arrows? I have 51 Dwarven, I only have 20 Elvish.
Here we go.
Right. I don't think I've been farting lately, even though I've been eating beans. What's going on with that? It's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Also, you know, considering the fast-firing bow and all, and my arrows sometimes stagger dude skill, that could be an awfully good combo. Kind of want to see what's going on over here.
Hold up. We need to talk.
Alright, this is the thing you doodled in your notes, wasn't it?
It's a lock. A tonal lock. Simple and very, very deadly. See the resonators up there? Strike them in the right order, and a door should open. Get it wrong and, well, you've seen what happened when I tried it.
I'm not sure if that adds up.
Well, you can pick up where I left off. My notes should still be in my journal. If you can read it.
I can read.
Beyond that,
Racist.
well, maybe one of our predecessors still has a clue.
So I did see your notes, but they kind of sucked. Until you, failed this puzzle. You fell to an embarrassing doom. Yep. I have no idea what these are good for. Have I eaten one? Is this Jacques? Stupid. Unhelpful. Hey, is this it? No. Alright. Humble. I don't know stuff. Shock resistance is stupid. Notes Tama, as dragons do not breathe electric. Sounds about right. Huh. Time to reload.
See if you can find a pattern in the sequence. Most of these locks have a pattern of some kind.
Yeah, I'll noodle it up.
Fails, just take a chance. See what happens. Wouldn't be surprised if half the traps have been sprung by now.
What's it gonna do? Earthquake us to death twice? Okay, I guess we know 3. And 2. So top left was 3, so bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right? Oh, these dwarven arrows are specifically here so I can have a way to get the things if I didn't already. I'm just like, hey, free dwarven arrows. Alright then.
That's it.
Nope. I mean, if it were me... Yep. I solved the complicated puzzle. We did it. Still trying to reclaim my arrows. I can't stop that. Can't turn it off. Aha. Well, we got another shard.
So, it is real. Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut, precisely cut. If you had another piece about the same size, it would snap right.
So what if I had an Ethereum circle?
I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key. A key made of pure Ethereum. The key to the forge.
Ye gods.
We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. 1 for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge. I had a map in my journal. That's where we should start.
Alright. I already have this one.
Well, now that makes things easier.
Now what?
We still have to find the forge itself.
Yeah, I guess there are more pieces, even though I could swear we have like 2 halves of a circle already, but okay.
I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it. For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And
she's wielding the ghost of the bow that I'm wielding. Poof. Yeah, theoretically I can still enchant and refine this bow. I'll have to check it out. Any real treasure? High boots of lifting. Don't even want. And some scrap. He could say, wait, she's a ghost. She could have just walked right in here. Thomas says she is a ghost, but she is also stupid. I always have good chat. Alright then. Just you and me now, Edmund. Still got a smoking situation there, but I won't hold it against you. Alright then, I guess we're done here. Work funeral. You kind of... Why did I drag you from the other angle? How about that? Why don't we do this? There we go, that's good. And we'll just... There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that's what that is. That's my quick egress. I just have to fall down very carefully. I'm an expert at that, maybe. Alright, here we go. Time to escape from Arkansas. Spoosh. Safe. Thanks to video game water. So happy my tail's going nuts. Oh. I think the game failed to return me from ragdoll state, so it just said, you know what, you died. Yeah. Try this again, but less funny. Whoosh! Yep, no problem. Because water is a magical cushion. It cancels out all Newtonian physics. As we all know. I have suspect that whole water might have broken my fault line of dialogue was there specifically to foreshadow you jumping off a waterfall to get out of here. But anyway, I'm thinking at this time I'll head back to Castle Dawnguard and check in on the lady what we sent in that direction. Perhaps do a little business and then we'll wrap it up. How you doing, Edmund? That's what I thought. Awesome, as always. I like this stupid game. 1 billion hours later. Hey, how you doing?
I guess I'll see you
What?
on guard.
Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Alright, no problem.
I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
Will you, though? You never know. Maybe I'm a ghost. I was never here. Do. Walking stream. This is me just helping you wind down at the end of the night is what we're doing here. Maybe. Maybe I'll hurry up a little. Maybe she'll hurry up if I hurry up. So, yeah, just in case anybody missed the memo, I don't think anybody did, but just to hammer it home one last time, this will be my own stream for the week, unfortunately. I have to go away tomorrow for unfortunate reasons, and I will probably be away for roughly a week. So...
I need something?
No. Ish. How you doing, He's
I
wrong.
knew it would come to this one day. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
Okay, He's wrong.
Watch your back.
Watch your back. I don't think she's actually gonna hurry up because I hurried up. Day jump. What did I do today? Let's see. Ezron is sort of a weenie by reputation, but he gave me a job to find some lady what does smarts all day and knows things. I found her, and then I went and shot a bunch of stuff inside an old Dwemer ruin. I found part of... Oh, the Ethereum quest is actually part of the Dawnguard DLC. Well, that adds up then, doesn't it? If you take Katria's clothes when you examine her corpse, she comments about her lost dignity. No lines for resurrecting her, that's a shame. The Ethereum circle. And met a ghost who is going to help me find the rest of the indistinct number of additional parts. Neat. Did I do anything else? Oh yeah, the whole Serana bit. Serana's dad is a big, gross, naked... what color is he? He's just kind of... I'll just say pale. Vampire edgelord man. He seems to really suck. He wanted to make me a vampire. And I was like, nah. Then he was like, GTFO. Then I blacked out. Also a fish on robot legs. Skyrim is amazing. Is that everything? I think that's everything for now. Good. Just gonna go ahead and wait for a minute. How's that work? What if I try going inside?
Be on your guard at all
Be
times.
on your guard. Sleep every care free. Maybe she'll magically already be there? You know, the Dwemer interest would explain why she's into the whole crossbow thing. God damn it. Takes her a long time to walk places, though.
Even with all patience, we can't be too careful. The monsters could strike us at any moment.
Can I like can't even, there she is. Off.
The Greybeards have summoned.
No, that's not even you. She was here just a second ago.
Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
And then I left her behind because she was walking like molasses in January. She got lost. She got eaten by a vampire. She fell asleep. Sleep is for the weak. Okay, I need to find the other guy before she shows up. That makes sense. Right then, I think that means our Skyrim stream is over. This was a good stream. I think. I hate that one. Why does that one exist? Fucking book. Damn it, Dovahkiin, relax. Oh well, it's fine. You're still a good mod. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry I can't do more streams for you this week. I would rather. But, you know, things happen. Life stuff. We gotta fish. Ridiculous. Is he smoking more? Is that like a cumulative effect that's going to get worse and worse? I hope not. Maybe it'll go away after the game's restarted. Who knows? Probably not. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like you guys. Have yourselves a good week. I'll catch you at some point next week. Maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Don't know. I'll probably tweet about it. Ollie says maybe your fish will just explode. Not impossible. I don't know. So long, folks.